Congratulations. I'll retire when I expire. I'm in the truck like a spare tire. Not a dragon, but I spit fire. Volcano heat, not no little old trenches. Looking at my life through different lenses. Back when my heart was full of vengeance. Not good, but bad intentions.
It's a Western Conference battle here at the American Airlines Center in Dallas, Texas. As the Mavericks look to work the home court advantage. "2K Sports is proud to present NBA basketball. This is Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. David Aldridge is on our sideline. And, of course, Zach LaVine. His first game as a Boston Celtic. A very exciting day.
Well, we're about to see what the buzz around the league is all about here. Is it going to be just hype or will it beat reality? We will find out here soon enough, along with the fans in this arena and the people watching at home.
Celtics on offense. Halliburton right side. There's Messi, and he takes the feed in stride and slams it home.
What a pass by Halliburton. He's so comfortable running the screen and roll. Excellent.
Pass to Nembhard. There is Carter. He's been putting up the points on a very steady basis, averaging around 17.5 points a game. On the wing, Jones. He had a nice open look right there.
Halliburton makes the right play most of the time. He's just a steady hand out there. Great poise and vision.
Tyrese Halliburton is flat-out special, Clark. Yeah, you say it all the time. He is an absolute machine on offense.
He really is an orchestrator, a maestro of platinum-level capability. His turnover numbers, outstanding. He's a guy that flirts with the 50, 40, 90 shooting splits and is going to lead the league in assists. I think the better part of his career going forward. That's how good he is.
And guys, point of emphasis for the league is to really crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, you know, he might have gotten away with that a few years ago, but not anymore. No way. Now you've got to be stationary on those screens. No extra hips or elbows, or they'll call it.
Here's Nembhard. He averages a bit over 6 points a game. And Zach LaVine gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. Here's Dunn, and it's blocked. Now, here is Halliburton. Looking at his numbers, he averages a bit. Oh, my goodness.
Man. Sweet dime that time from Halliburton. This combo guard has really impressive floor awareness, folks.
Now here is Carter. Rell's wide open. That's in there. Carter with the assist.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Pass to Messi. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
Oh, Oh, he just punches that one down with a fury.
He rubs it in a little deeper with the hanging finish.
Guys, they're not backing off at all, are they?
Here's Nemar. Another three for Dallas.
Boy, at the offensive end, his game is so impressive. I mean, he's a threat every time up the floor.
Outside, Levine. There's the three. His first shot is a miss. 0 for 1 to start the contest.
Not a problem when that's your first miss of the game. Strong start.
Here's Adebayo. Hits the front of the rim and out.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Here's the screen. Halliburton for three. That one's no good. 0 of 1 to begin the game. And there's the call on Jones. That is his first foul of the game.
Second team foul.
And here is Wells. Here's Nemar. Can't tie it up as that one misses. Halliburton with it. Well guarded by Dunn. Back to Halliburton. Takes a three. Mavericks with the rebound.
And even with good coverage defensively that time, he has confidence to drill the three.
Right now, I'd send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. Bam Adebayo talked about how his mentality has evolved over his career. He said, shoot the ball. I feel like that's been my evolution. It sounds very simple. But I came into this league as a defender. I feel like the progression's been shoot the ball, worry about everything else later. Kevin?
And certainly DA is a two-way threat. And Carter has it in the corner. Adebayo. Shot clock at 6. No good with the triple.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
The shot's good from Halliburton.
Really hard to stop his pull-up. Excellent J from Halliburton.
Here is Carter. Following the score by Tyrese Halliburton. Pass to Adebayo. There's the lob to Carter. And then Carter with the jam.
Puts the D in a tough spot when you have a point guard who can throw it down.
He really does, GA. He really does put pressure on him.
And you know, guys, showing how dynamic a weapon he is for this offense, they feed off of that energy and ability to make plays. It gets them going.
And it's sent back by Carter. Nemhard with it. Pass to Adebayo. Dallas moving the ball around. It's tipped. Here's Freeman. Here's Messi. Outside, Levine. Over Carter. Levine's shot is off. The Mavericks trailing. Pass to Adebayo. Back to Nemhard. Fires the three. No good. He's off to a slow start. 1 for 4 so far.
Well, he has not been sharp this period. Seems to be a little flustered out there, too.
Here's Carter. And then Carter with the dunk.
And that's up-tempo basketball at its best. So much easier to operate the open court when a steal triggers the break. Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Yeah, yeah, completely a brain fade. I don't know where that came from. Just lost sense of time and the situation.
Here's Simmons. And Simmons slams it in.
Simmons taking off, launching himself right through the defense and rendering that D helpless.
Fires from the wing.
Nothing seems to be going his way this quarter.
To me, it appears he's starting to lose his composure a little bit. We'll see if he can regroup and get back into a better rhythm.
Holland, no good. And the Mavericks with possession. They trail by 1. Here's Williams. And it's Williams finishing it off.
And we've seen several lead changes tonight. Neither team giving an inch.
Yeah, and the lead has changed hands, and it just hasn't stayed in those hands very long when it's changed. Back and forth we go.
6 changes of the lead here.
Yeah, both teams still kind of feeling their way through this game.
Pass to Hood, Javino. Now Adebayo. He has yet to score. And Wiseman comes to help. Dallas needs to get off a shot. A shot by Nembhard, no good. On the wing, DiVincenzo. Good, great play by Williams to set it up. Now it's a 5-point Celtic lead. And that does it for the first quarter. The Celtics lead by 5. And we'll be back shortly for the start. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And when you consider how the Celtics are doing, guys, what do you think?
Aggressive at running guys to the backboard. You could tell it was part of their game plan coming in.
Yeah, and you know, when a team establishes an edge on the glass early, it really sets things up for the rest of the game.
A 3-ball, rebounded by Holmes.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Here's Oladipo, and he lays it straight in. Oladipo's got the opening field goal of the second quarter for Dallas. Drawing fouls, Clark getting to the line, all part of the game, but do you think players try and draw fouls too often now?
I do in some cases, but I think it's more on an individual basis. I mean, players have to do what they need to do to try to score the ball. But I don't think anybody likes, 1, guys flopping the draw fouls, and then 2, whining when fouls aren't called.
Williams from outside. Here's Javino. Not enough on that one as it misses.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
Pass to Wiseman. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. Mavericks trailed by 3. Here's Javino. Still yet to score. Good.
Yeah, 3 consecutive field goals have come right at the rim. The D had better start buckling down.
Pass to Holland. Over Williams. Holland, no good.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
And, guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
Here's Simmons. And it's wide right. It's off the rim.
You know, they don't score on that shot, but they're going to be happy with those kinds of possessions.
Pass to Holmes. And Ben Simmons picks up the foul. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. First team foul.
We're now about 2 minutes into the second quarter. It's Holmes, high post. 6 on the shot clock. A 3.
And the long reach of Wiseman, using it so well to just alter that shot on the way up.
Williams with the steal. And he's going up for the alley-oop. Pass to Javino. Again, the miss by the Mavericks. The Celtics with the lead. Wiseman with the ball. Simmons left side. They need this one. The kick out to Williams. A 3 for DiVincenzo. Good work defensively by Holmes.
He's cooled down a little bit after draining those 2 3-pointers in the first quarter.
And it'll be the Mavericks with their first time out here of the game.
Trying to find some answers offensively.
Yeah, and you know, that's going to be the focus of this timeout. They need to come up with a spark to get the offense going.
So both teams making some changes here. Here in the second quarter, about 3 minutes played. And Williams, here we go. And the rejection by Holmes. A wide open look here for Oladipo. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. Here's Holland. No scoring in this one. Shoots from the corner. And all around the rim that time before dropping in. And the Celtics lead by 3. And almost 4 minutes gone here in the second quarter of play. And then Carter with the jam.
And one step ahead of the defense with that solid screen.
And then, Greg, the monster dunk to finish it off.
Boy, picture-perfect teamwork that time, guys. One guy sacrificing for the other. That's how you succeed in this league.
Now, here's Wells. And Oladipo has it in the corner. Pass to Tyson. Carter outside. Clock at 4. And here is Holmes. And trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in. And here is DiVincenzo. He's got 6. Here's Wiseman. Lays it up off the glass. Wiseman's got his first points in this one.
And listen, we know Wiseman has a nice outside game, but inside there aren't too many guys who can match up with him physically.
Pass to Holmes. A 3. Rebounded by Freeman.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
There's the pick. Out to the wing. 20 feet out. And it's Tyson with the rebound.
I wouldn't say that's exactly his spot now. I mean, and you can see why.
Carter on the wing. Holmes with it. Scoreless thus far. Throws it up high. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
And how about the incredible timing on that alley-oop?
He absolutely hammered it down.
Boy, I tell you what, that's the play we'll remember if they can put together a little surge to break this game open.
Wells in the corner. Back to Carter.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
Pass to Holmes. And stolen by Williams. Here's Freeman. And it's Tyson with the rebound. Now here's Wells. Knocks down the 3 ball. Wells has got the lead up to 2 now for Dallas. Guys, what a tight start to the game this has been.
And it's still in the first half. This could be a wild one.
And some changes here for the Celtics.
Substitution on the court.
To the middle. Here's Simmons. Misses the layup.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
It's Nembhard on the wing. Another 3 for Dallas.
Yeah, that's 2 bombs in a row from long range.
1:04 left to play in the first half. Outside for Halliburton. They need this. Mavericks with the rebound. They'll be hosting Orlando for the next one. That'll be the last of 3 straight at home for the team. Pass to Nembhard. And Dallas again with the bucket.
And creating a little separation here, gaining some confidence.
Yeah, you get the sense that they're going to start stretching this lead out a little bit.
And now, Adebayo pushing it up. No one back to stop him.
This is the benefit of having an athletic big man. Adebayo doesn't need help in the open court. He can handle the break on his own. And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Poked away. And here we go. Fast break. Levine's got it. And Simmons slams it in.
Boy, Levine's playmaking understated. He can do it when he wants to, though.
Up top, Nembhard. Over Levine. And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. The Mavericks on top, leading by 5. And we'll be back right after halftime for the start of the 3rd quarter. We'll see you in a bit. And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Austin with the ball. Back to Halliburton. They set the pick. Just 5 on the clock. Pass to Messi. High arcing shot. Great D that time from Adebayo. Mavericks leading by 5. Well, G.A. Adebayo came from very humble beginnings.
Yeah, raised by his mother. And Kevin Bam's main motivation in life was to get her out of that trailer. He worked extremely hard and now arguably a top 25 player.
Just rubbing it in their faces with that number.
He is never going to take his foot off the pedal.
And that's terribly demoralizing for a defense, guys. I mean, they know he's going to keep coming and coming and coming, that they may not have an answer for it. Outstanding execution. Good job working the ball inside.
Now Carter. He's got 11. Pass to Nembhard. Lays it up and banks it in. Nembhard's got 10 points in the game.
And that tells the tale here today, guys. Throughout this game, they've been able to get the ball in tight and finish.
Halliburton feeling it out a bit. It's good. Halliburton's got his second bucket of the game to go.
That shot by Halliburton, not easy. Taking the hit and still finishing the play.
The Mavericks shooting their first free throws of the game on this trip to the line. Dallas calls timeout. And the first one at the line is good. Both shots good from the stripe. Celtics trail by 7. There's a good screen. Driving inside. It's stolen by Adebayo. Here's Nembhard. That's all good, and that's his 5th basket of the game. He's shooting 5 for 11 now.
So far, so good to begin this half. They're 3 for 3. Perfect.
Outside, Levine. Halliburton outside. Inside. Marvelous lead pass, and he throws it down.
doing all he can so far, but they still find themselves trailing.
Here's Nemo. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark.
Yeah, but they're 3 of 4 to start the second half.
Right side, Levine. Pass to Freeman. To the inside. Here's Misi. It falls for the 6th time in 7 tries this contest. That's 86%.
Everything working for him out of the half as they've hit 4 of their first 5 shots.
And so it's Carter who brings the ball up for the Mavericks. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Pass to Wells. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. For Dallas, they have been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2. The free throw drops for Wells.
2 shots.
He's off on the second. Celtics trail by 6. Pass to Jones. Back to Halliburton. Over Carter. It's Adebayo with the rebound.
And you know what? He's just not on his game. No doubt about it. Their deficit isn't totally on him, but he has not been an asset for his team.
Out left to the wing. Here's Wells. 7 points in the game. Over Jones. Again, the miss by the Mavericks.
The right thing there to stay that tight on him and really try to keep him out of his comfort zone.
And stolen by Dunn. Now the Mavericks moving it up. And Adebayo throws it down.
With strong athleticism, Adebayo can finish just about any lob with his large catch radius.
To the paint. Misi's shot is good. Misi's got 6 in the quarter.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
You know, the defense has been very slow to adapt. I mean, that's 10 straight points now inside.
And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
So it's both teams making substitutions here. Here's Adebayo. And Adebayo throws it down.
Don't take your eyes off Bam. When he comes off the floor, he gets up and the slams are just too good to miss.
Not much resistance from the defense. Easy play that time for him.
Pass to Tyson. Misses in close. Celtics trail by 6. Simmons left side. Here's Holland. Here's Wiseman. And another basket for Boston.
You know, they'll take the points, but I'm sure Coach would prefer a higher percentage look next time.
Outside Williams. Driving in. And a missed layup.
Well, he's much better than that. Really no excuse for missing that lay.
Greg, everything they're doing is working right now.
Good run they have going right now. The momentum is huge.
Ben Simmons gets the bucket.
Simmons muscling his way right into his shot. He gets the ball inside like that, it's almost a wrap.
Here's the Javino. And he comes up with the deuce. Celtics trailed by 4. Outside Williams. Over to the left wing. Right side Simmons. Outside Williams. The 3 for DiVincenzo. A 3-pointer is right on target. DiVincenzo's got 9 points.
And there's DiVincenzo with the quick trigger. Cannot give him any room defensively. You've got to eliminate his airspace.
A shot by Williams, no good.
Tell you what, the defense was lucky there. I mean, leave him that open from range, he'll typically knock it down.
And they are amped up right now. I mean, after trailing for so long and then trimming that margin, finally they take the lead.
The Celtics shooting their first free throw this game. They can trade 2 for 1 here.
Would be the right move, I believe, right now.
Here's Hood-Schifino. No good off the front iron.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
I certainly do. You know, I like to see guys do their work inside. Their rebounding has been excellent, and that's always important in a close game.
And now, the first timeout called here for Boston. And here's Boston. They're on an 18-7 run. Time called here. The Celtics decide to talk it over. Simmons on the wing. 10 points for him. And here's DiVincenzo from the arc. The Mavericks trailing. Pass to Holmes. Outside Williams. With the hoop. And he goes right over James Wiseman and slams it in.
Timeout, timeout. Oh, he got fancy with that one.
Yeah, maybe trying to give them the momentum boost they need to break this game open.
And I like it. I mean, some coaches might want to see just a sure-handed lay-in there, but for me, I don't mind a little extra.
Just 4 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. And they recover. That's the end of the third, and it's all tied up. And we'll get going after this from the American Airlines Center. 3/10 quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the fourth. And here's Oladipo. He'll bring it up for the Dallas Mavericks. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Pass to Holmes. Here's Hood-Schifino. Now Williams. 6 to shoot. He can't get that one to fall. Excellent D there from Williams. Down low. Here's Wiseman. The basket good off the assist from Simmons. 6 points for James Wiseman.
And you want him taking big shots for you in big moments. That one was as easy as it gets.
Well, you don't want to give him any open shots at this stage. Never mind a layup. Come on now. My goodness.
Pass to Holland. Williams with the steal. Oladipo left side. A few possessions into the fourth quarter, just over a minute played. Holmes, good.
Well, you got to admire the passing skills of Oladipo. Easily connecting with teammates.
Simmons with it. And Simmons slams it in.
And he just powered that one.
One of the game's top dunkers.
Absolutely salivates when he attacks the rim.
And Javino. Excellent D there from Williams. The Celtics with the lead. Simmons inside. And Simmons slams it in.
This really elevates Ben Simmons' team when he's shooting it like this. Great to see him finding the scoring rhythm.
Oh, Holmes in position. And stolen by Simmons. Wiseman no good. 3-on-3. And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
Holmes, good.
And how about the grit and determination in the post? I mean, essential qualities to have late in a close game.
Here's Halliburton. And the layup's good off the glass.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
Carter outside. Just 5 to shoot. There's the drive. The layup missed.
Boy, that's finishing the defense there. He made a good effort on that possession defensively and then closed it out with the rebound.
Stolen by Carter. And here we go. Carter heading to the hoop. Plays it in off the breakaway.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and coach knows it.
Showing no signs of slowing or cooling down. They're going to ride him as far as he can take it.
Now, here's Halliburton. Pass to Messi. It's stolen by Jones. Look at the clock. A little under 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth. Outside, Levine. Inside. And down it goes. Jamming that one home.
Levine brings a lot to this team. One of the elements he brings is his passing.
Carter outside. Can't get it to fall. Celtics leading by 4. Pass to Levine. For the 3. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks.
You know, even though they're on top in this one, you'd like him to be better out there because he's capable of being better. It sure would make things a lot easier, too.
And it's Adebayo in the corner. Hands it from downtown.
No hesitation from Adebayo there. Had to love seeing him taking this shot with confidence.
First personal foul. Second team foul.
Halliburton outside. And finished off by Halliburton.
Just the kind of play they need in a game this close.
You know, that's the kind of aggression they want from their floor leader.
And it just forces the defense to pay more attention to him, guys, which we know can open up things for others.
And here's Adebayo. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
Second team.
And one of the more active big men in our league. Adebayo never stops working.
The Celtics call time. With a short break in the action gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Hi, Kevin. Well, the head coach for the Celtics talked to his team during the break. He told them this is what it's all about, proving we're the better team in a tough situation. But you got to want it. Coach told his guys they have what it takes to win here. Guys, back to you.
Thank you, David. The Celtics call time. Carter outside. And then Carter with the jam. Boy, right down to the wire here. Still anyone's ball game.
Yeah, and after all the energy both sides have expended, both teams still hungry for the win.
You know, at almost 7 feet tall, Simmons is hard to guard because he's got excellent speed. He knows how to use his body, and if you get too physical with him, he knows how to draw fouls.
Good on the second free throw.
They should be in front right now, but he'll be relieved not to have come up totally empty there.
Carter down low. The shot, no good. Excellent defense there from Halliburton.
I wonder what the score would be if they weren't controlling the backboard.
It's clearly been their edge, and in a close game like this, you look for every edge you can find. Tell you what, if you're pulling for Ben Simmons, it's great whenever he takes over a possession like that. Killer instinct for sure.
Carter looking around. Clock at 6. Pass to Adebayo. Dunn, wide open, he fires. Off target from outside. And so it's Halliburton who brings up the ball for Boston. The lead is 2. Here's Messi. Dunn covering. Dunn with some nice D. On the Mavericks with possession here. 1:44 left to play here in the 4th. Here's Nemo. Again, the miss by the Mavericks. Levine with it. Halliburton outside. To the inside. Simmons. And Simmons slams it in.
You know, this is Simmons at his most explosive, and we are seeing the vast array of his skills on display here tonight.
It's intercepted. And here we go. Halliburton heading to the hoop.
Big-time shot by Halliburton, and his team and coaches say, in Tyrese, we trust.
Carter down low. No one near Adebayo as he lets it go. Sinks it from just inside the baseline.
And look who shows up in the clutch. The readiness of Adebayo paying off big time.
The Celtics call time. And the Celtics making a change here. Right side Jones. To the middle. And stolen by Dunn. Now Nembhard. Good. And he has brought them to within 2 points.
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
Well, that was 1-2. He wanted the ball. Nobody else was taking that shot.
32 seconds left to play in the final quarter. 4 on the shot clock.
Nice job by Halliburton, showing you the toughness that time, going right into that defense and drawing the foul.
He drops the first one, and that makes it a 3-point lead. Second one is good. Hitting both at the line, and it's a 4-point ball game.
And I don't need to tell you guys, those free throws are big 2-possession game.
Yes!
Whoa, whoa, whoa. The solo alley-oop? That's not something we see too often.
Timed perfectly. Caught the defense totally off guard.
Tell you what, the coach's heart was in his throat, and he was in shock and awe. But now, he's got a big smile on his face.
And so both free throws are good. And it's a 4-point ball game. 17 seconds left in the 4th quarter. Ball stolen. Pass to Jones. And the wide open shot from DiVincenzo. And so it's Boston scraping by with the win. This was a hard-fought, well-earned victory for him, Greg. They really had to work for this win.
That's a good point. I mean, weaker teams might have buckled at the end, with the crowd amped up, everyone in the building kind of rooting against you, but they stood tall and pulled it out.
Well said. And that about wraps it up.
Push through. Push who? Lil James in this thing, man. They talking about push through. Push who? Lil James in this thing, man. You know I walk in, working my shoulder. 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 Yeah, he be like ball head, ball head, ball head, ball head. You know I walk in, working my shoulder. 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 Yeah, that cameraman get it, get it, get it, get it, get it, get it, get it. The cameraman get it, get it, get it, get it, get it, get it, get it. Now do that, man, do that, man, do that, man, game, do that, man, man, do that, man, get it, get it, get it, get it. Check out my shoulder work, I'm doing it till my shoulder hurt. Check out her shoulder work, she doing it to her shoulder. Yeah, now do that, man, do that, man, do that, man, do that, man, now do that, man, do that, man, game, do that. You know I walk in, working my shoulder. You know I walk in, working my shoulder. You know I walk.
Like that.
How many ankles do you think you've taken this year? Hundreds, thousands?
A lot, especially with the ankle breaker takeover.
When I'm out here playing, I feel like a lot of players use like PG. I do see Duncan a lot. What are some of the cards you see the community run with when you're out here playing?
A lot of Tim Duncan. I think personally, he's one of the best level